everybody, and welcome to another video. We start this one heading towards a roundabout in Carshalton. This is called the Circle and I am turning right, and as we all know, it's priority to traffic approaching from the right. You'll hear my indicator go on. The red car couldn't have seen it, could he? Now I know it doesn't look like I slowed down there, but I did have to slow down fractionally, not massively, but at least I did get away from him, or maybe he's trying to escape his car that might be possessed and not doing what it's told. Now up there in front you see an Audi. It's doing something that Audis don't normally do. It's indicating. But the good driving doesn't last that long. But we'll come back to that. I want to show you this roundabout again. It brought up quite a few controversial comments the last time I showed you this, because people were saying that I am in the wrong lane and all this sort of stuff, and it's only because I'm an old fossil. I remember how this road was marked out. The good old British workforce haven't bothered to put paint round the roundabout when they've resurfaced the roundabout. I'm turning right. As you can see, the Audi's divvying. It doesn't even know where it's going. And the comments were, look at these road markings, it does say left or straight on in my lane. But there are different phases to a roundabout. When you enter a roundabout, it isn't on this roundabout, I'll give you that, it isn't on this roundabout. But when you go past this is exactly the same road markings that we're going over now. But normally when you get past the left turning here, or past the straight on turning, there will be a right arrow. There isn't on this one. There isn't even any lines going around this roundabout. There's a great big crack in the middle of the road though, where there used to be lines, but no road markings whatsoever. The Volvo's just going to cut right across me here. And apart from him, everybody does it correctly. He's the only one that didn't use the exit properly and cut across me there. And I could see it coming, that's why I held back. Now I'm going to take you to the rear camera now. And remember, all of these lines in the road used to go round this roundabout. They do not no more. And just because the British workforce can't be bothered to put the lines back in the road, does that mean that road layout changes? Does that mean that this is only one lane going round this roundabout? Of course not. It's too big for that. But if you look, everybody's taking it exactly the way I've just described it. There's two lanes that go down this. Even this road is two lanes, but where's the lines gone? They've just gone. Even the opposite side of the road, there's two lanes there as well, and it's gone. There's no lanes anymore. You know, the lines have gone. The British workforce have run out of fucking paint. But having said that, I do get it that if you're not used to this roundabout, you would automatically go into the right hand lane and you would say that I was in the wrong lane. But you can just see how many people do it the same way I do. But the question is, why would they not put paint around that roundabout now? Why have they taken the paint away? Anyhow, we're back to the Audi now, and as you can see, I've got parked cars in front of me, so I have to pull out. Now, I did not cut the Audi up, and I will show you that from the rear camera now. This leads on to something in a second, as we're approaching another roundabout. As you can see, we pulled away from the lights back there, and the Audi's driving okay actually, and you'll see me have to pull out. There's no reaction from the Audi at all or anything like that. It's just, that's what I've got to do. I've got to pull out because there's parked cars there. And he didn't try to close the gap off or anything like that, which a lot of drivers do, not just Audis. A lot of drivers do try and, you know, stop you doing that. Now we're going right at the roundabout. It's a second turning. It's sort of more a straight on really. Both lanes again can go right. And the Audi chooses the left-hand lane this time. And it's going to try, and I don't think it should, be undertaking me here. Now this is where I think it gets wrong. You should have a little bit of a staggered formation on a roundabout this small, but it's undertaken me here, and it pulls right across me here. No indication coming back out. That must have been a slip where he indicated all the way back there. He must have knocked that by mistake or something, because he's gone back into full Audi mode. Now I know I go on about the good old British workforce quite a lot, but there is just this lack of common sense that's going around now. Add that with the common sense that drivers show nowadays and you're in for trouble, aren't you? I mean, take this here. We got traffic lights, temporary traffic lights, and they've put a sign underneath the traffic lights saying when it's red, wait here. What, you mean block the junction? And people are stupid enough to do it. There's two cars in front of me. They both done it. They blocked the junction. And the thing is, no one can actually pull out of that junction onto my road because the two cars were there. And more importantly, if someone was coming the opposite way, they couldn't turn into there and block up everything. It's just common sense. Move the sign further back. So a little bit further down the road, speaking of common sense, we're coming up to a road on our left. It leads out onto the A3 and it's chock-a-block. That's what we're in traffic here for, even though I'm going straight on. And it's chock-a-block and there's cars coming towards us that also want to go down there. But it's chock-a-block. There's a big queue of traffic, as you can see, to the left-hand side. So what are you going to do? Block it up. Block this road up and move it right across us. We ain't finished yet. You got nowhere to go and yet someone moves across. That's not me using the horn, by the way. Yeah, this is how good common sense is in this country. So if you're going to put a sign there, people will actually wait where that bloody sign is. So you've got to do it a little bit better. But then, having said that, signage isn't everything. As we come over this bridge here, look further in the distance. You'll see a car doing a U-turn. See that car doing a U-turn? I wonder what that sign means there, right underneath their nose. I don't know. Got any ideas, anyone? So a little bit further down the road, we are leaving Richmond Park. We've been there for about 3 hours or so. And we're going to be leaving. Watch out for the potholes. If you are coming here, watch out for the potholes. They are car killers in the car parks. So we're leaving the car park. Doesn't cost to be in the car park neither. So this park is just lovely. When you think of how close it is to the shithole behind us, which is called London, it's just amazing. It's just so very nice in here. And the main thing that it's really famous for in London is over to the left-hand side over here, all them deer. Now, a lot of people park in these car parks and they get their cameras out and they're taking pictures of all these deers and everything. And there is several car parks in this place, and there are several packs of these deer all over the place. So you just got to park in any of the car parks and you will find them eventually. But you could be the self-entitlement type, you know, the twats that just drive around and then find the bloody deer and park up like this. Not on. Really not on. Yeah, Chavy Wanker has been using my self-entitlement wax, that's for sure. That sort of self-entitlement really boils my piss, that does. There's so many car parks in here, it doesn't cost, and you park like that. Ugh. So now it's observation time. Can you see what's wrong in this clip? I'm going to keep quiet until the end of it, okay? So look out for something that's not quite right. Now up there in the distance you'll see a numpty reversing out onto the main road. Not the done thing to do, but that wasn't what we were looking at. Oh no, it was something else. Don't worry though, it happens again at the next set of traffic lights. So we're just going to speed it up here until we get to the next set of traffic lights and see if you can spot what's wrong. Right, I think you've had long enough. I'm going to tell you now, the brakes are on. You should be having your handbrake on, shouldn't you? If you're on a lesson, your handbrake should be on. Your foot should be off that brake pedal, should it not? Or am I going a bit doolally? Do they do things so much differently to when I was taught 40 odd years ago? Your brakes were on at the lights back there and your brakes are on here, your foot brake. Maybe they've put their handbrake on and they've got their foot on the pedal as well. Who knows? That might be the what they're doing in there, but again, shouldn't really be doing that. Yeah, So that was what you were looking for. If you said that, then you won fuck all. Now, I've got to hold my hands up here because I do that all the time. I often do not put my handbrake on, but I'm not a learner. I've passed my test. So from one Kia to another Kia. These bloody Kias, they're terrible, aren't they? So I'm turning right here, and now I'm going to turn right again, and a Kia just comes out from the left-hand side. On my side of the road, pulling out of there, and obviously on my side of the road here. She's got nowhere to go, so she goes into a parking space. Great observation. Really good. And she was looking at me as if I'd done something wrong. Why don't you wait like this car here is? Silly me, that would mean using your brain, using your common sense, wouldn't it? And some of these drivers, they just have not got any common sense. So she's cut the corner, she's pulled out in front of me, got nowhere to go other than in a space here. She's had to pull into a space so tight that she can't pull out of it, so she's got to reverse back out of it. So a quality bit of driving there. And as we move on, oh look, there's some lines on the road. I wonder what they mean. Yeah, give way lines, I think they're called, aren't they? And you know, just because you entered the road like that on the wrong side of the road, them give way lines still are your give way lines. You should be waiting there for me to pull into the road, just like the VW did. Yeah, but she drove out of there really fast though, because these people, they seem to think that if you drive really fast, that makes you a good driver. No, it doesn't. So now it's time for some of your clips. Oh, and by the way, you lot up north talk funny, didn't you?
Just going to sit down.
Are you looking, mate? No,
He's got a fucking bandage as a cough.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you idiot. Shocking. You twat.
Now in the next clip, it's my music playing in the background. I wonder if I'll get a copyright strike with my own music.
Girl.
Oh my god, you idiot.
Oh, scarping out the way.
Oh, I anticipated that because I saw the other ones.
If you was an Audi, see what Yes.
I wonder if anybody's going to get in the wrong lane today with a police car.
Well, the Prius is notorious for duty, you better not do
Well,
it.
he's behind the Prius.
I knew that was a taxi.
Well, the car in front end.
Is the Peugeot in the wrong lane?
He's, well, is he? Is he going to do it?
Oh, somebody's beeped somebody.
Better not, he hasn't all, look.
You twat!
He's in the wrong fucking lane. Oh my god, in front of a police as well.
In the Prius. No one of them has been
I tell you, see a Prius now that you know the shit drivers.
Prius are nearly as bad as Audi.
Now, answers on the postcard for this next clip. Should the learner be pulling out here? Let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Not for me. If you make people wait, you should not be pulling out. Now in this clip, I've just paused it here for a second. You got 3 lanes. 1 goes off to the left, 2 go off to the right. Now what lane do you need to be in to turn left? Yeah, in the left-hand lane, unless you drive an Audi. Now I'm just going to use this clip again just to show you my roundabout scenario at the beginning. You see on the ground here, the arrows are going straight on. Both the middle lane and the right hand lane are going straight on. This is what I mean by first and second phase of a roundabout. People were saying that I was in the wrong lane because it said it was straight on or a left turn. You can see they're both straight on arrows, and if we run it forward a little bit, forget the idiot in the Audi for a second, and I'll slow it up here, them straight on arrows now become right turn only lanes. You see what I mean about first and second phases of a roundabout? So you can still argue with me all day long about I'm in the wrong lane and what, but that is what should be on that roundabout in Malden, but it isn't because the British workforce, the good old British workforce, have run out of paint. Yeah, so thank you for the clip there, dirty girl. That actually come in quite handy to prove my point, what I was talking about. So yeah, on to the next. Now in this clip it happens really quickly, so I've paused it here to explain what's going to happen. We stop on a roundabout. Why have we stopped on a roundabout? You'll find out when we go on a little bit further, and I will pause it. I haven't got any front footage, so I can't show you any front footage, but you'll get the gist of why we've had to stop.
Video locked. Video locked.
Right.
That's why. Yeah, some muppet can't work out what lane he wants, so he wants both.
What the fuck are you doing, you wanker?
So now on this one, we are from the rear camera again. I don't think this is the same Chris. It might be, I don't know, or I've messed up. As you can see, the BMW's in a right turn only lane. He's not turning right. He's having a look to see if he can overtake us. That's what he was doing. And then when we get on the straight bit here, he pulls over. No doubt that he was going to undertake. No doubt in my mind that he was going to undertake, because he moved straight back out to the outside lane, overtakes us, and we go to the front camera, and there he goes. And where's he going? Where is he going? Yeah, off at the next junction. Why do these people drive like this?
Pointless overtake of the week.
Now, last clip of the day. As you can see, we've got a clear road down here. You can see the size of the road, can't you? So, you know, you just have to give way if you're coming the opposite direction now, because we are in the obstructed area first. Not according to this van, though. But the good thing is, this van driver is doing sign language to explain what he is. Yes, you really are, mate. Well done. And it doesn't make things any easier when you got these idiots parked on the left-hand side on double yellows. Oh, look, it's an Audi. What a surprise. And if we go to the rear camera now, you can see how long this road is, how long we've been driving down the road before this idiot joins the road. These people have got no common sense whatsoever, and yet they think it's our fault for doing it. They're just crazy. They are just so warped. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and thank you for everybody that sent clips in. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.